Alright, what's happening, guys? We are looking at De Bello Gallico, Book 1, Chapter 7. Alright, Jesus is going to learn about the Helvetii trying to go through their province. If you remember, there were only two ways to get out. Alright, so we got Cum, When, and then this is pluperfect passive, subjunctive. The id, when it had been announced. Sorry, to Caesar. That's going to set up that indirect statement. That eos they. And the eos is going to be the Helvetii. Canarius deponent that they were trying. And I know it's a present infinitive, but it's got to happen at the same time as the main verb because it's present. That's why it's were trying. Because had been announced is in the past. That they were trying, facere, iter, to make a journey. Through our province. Materat, he hastens. He hastens, proficiski aberbem. To depart from the city. And with that, something to point out is that Caesar's writing this, but he's trying to do it in third person to seem as if it's unbiased. However, he does need it to reach the Romans, so when he's referring to himself, usually, there are some slip-ups. He's going to refer to himself in the third person, but when he's referring to Rome and the Roman people, you get adjectives like nostrum, our. That way, they feel together. And contendent, and he marches in Gallium Ulterium into further deeper Gaul. Quam maximus itineribus potest. And as great journeys as he can. And that just means he's marching for as long as he can each day. And in this instance, he uses potest, not usual, because we've already had, the quam plus a superlative numerous times before. But he acts potest, and maybe that's significant in saying that, hey, he's really trying to get to the Roman people, and it's emphatic. And he arrives at Geneva. He orders, and this takes the dative, which is why that's dative. Alright, so he orders the whole province And most notes are going to tell you to add like something like to prepare, to make ready. To prepare as great a number militum of soldiers as potes it can. Our nominative in this little parentheses is there. There was one legion, omnia altogether. In deeper Gaul. All right, we got a verb. All right, we've got an infinitive. There's our accusative. He orders the pontem, the bridge. Which was at Geneva. Rescindi, it's a present passive infinitive. To be cut down. It will be when the Helvetii. Alright, facti sunt. You can take this either from facio, to make, or from fio, to happen, or become. So you could say when the Helvetii became or were made. You've got the comparative there. Were made more certain. Day is about, that's going to be JC, more certain about. His arrival. Mittent, they send. And we've got a superlative there. They send the most noble. Of the state to him. And this is kind of like an oh crap moment because they were just trying to sneak on through. Nope, nothing happened. So most noble delegates. Of whom, or, nope, scratch that. That's genitive, that I is genitive. Cuius legationis, of which embassy Emmaus and Veracloidius. held the Principum Locum, held the top place. And then we have all that is a relative clause of characteristic. Not the biggest deal in the world, but if you're curious as to the notes or why Decurrent is subjunctive, that's why. So who said that? And then you're going into indirect statement. Who said that there was in their mind Sibi dative of possession, that there was in their mind, meaning they made a plan to make a journey through the province pro provinciam sine ole maleficio, without any mischief, propter quod, because they had and then those are all going together. No other journey. And to ask that indirect command, to be asked that it be allowed, likea, Sibi for them, to do it or to make the journey with his volutante, with his consent. Alright, so JC finds out they're going through their province. He hurries up there. He gets the bridge destroyed. And now the Helvetia are like, oh no, what are we doing? And so with that, we're going to find out what happens with this envoy.